I've reviewed over 800 gaming resumes, and most of them make me guess. Designed levels, created assets, collaborated with teams. Cool. So did everyone else. If I have to imagine how good you are, I just skip. Today, I'll show you how to add real numbers, even if you think you don't have any. The real problem. Safe is dangerous. Some of you are looking at your resume right now thinking, but Chris, I worked on a tiny indie game. We only had 500 downloads. If I put that number on my resume next to someone from Riot or Blizzard, I'll look like a failure. So you leave it off. You keep it vague because it feels safer. I get it. I really do. But here's what I need you to understand. In this job market, safe is dangerous because generic is forgettable. When I was a hiring manager at Riot, I'd get hundreds of applications for a single role. Hundreds! And nowadays it's like thousands. I had maybe 30 seconds per resume before I had to make a call. If you write managed community, you are just text on a page. You blend in with everyone else who also manage community. But if you write manage a Discord community of 500 passionate players running weekly events with 40% attendance rates, suddenly you're a real person. You know your audience. You measure what matters. A hiring manager isn't looking for a high score. They're not going to laugh at your 500 downloads, and they're not comparing you to the guy who shipped Fortnite. They want context. They want to know that you know how to measure success, no matter the scale. A small number tells a story. No number tells me nothing, and nothing gets skipped. The framework. 4 buckets. When people tell me they can't quantify their work, it's usually because they're looking in the wrong place. They think metrics means revenue. They think impact means millions of players. So when they don't have those big flashy numbers, they assume they have nothing. And that's not how this works. Blizzard veteran Martin Frost put this perfectly in a comment on one of my LinkedIn posts. If you're struggling to find metrics, stop looking for revenue and start looking at 4 buckets. Bucket 1, time. This is about efficiency. Did you shave hours off a process? Did you turn work around faster than the previous sprint? Did you reduce render time, build time, and review cycles? Time is money in game development. If you save time, you save money. And that's quantifiable impact, even if you never saw a budget spreadsheet. Reduced asset review cycles from 3 days to a single day. That is a powerful statement. You just told me you 3x'd a process, and that matters. Bucket 2, people. This is about collaboration and leadership. How many people did you onboard? How many juniors did you mentor? How many cross-functional partners did you work with on a daily basis? I've seen senior artists write, mentored junior team members. Okay, how many? For how long? Did any of them get promoted? Mentored 3 junior artists over 18 months with 2 receiving promotions. Tells me you actually develop talent. And that's leadership. That's quantified. Bucket 3, network. The invisible stuff that keeps studios running, but rarely makes it onto resumes. How many internal talks did you give? How many brown bag sessions did you organize? How many pages of documentation or resources did you create? If you built a resource that 50 people use daily, that's an important metric. If you ran a weekly knowledge sharing session for 6 months, that's 24 sessions of institutional knowledge you preserved. Put that on your resume. Bucket 4, impact. This is the output everyone thinks of first. How many players touched your work? How many features shipped? How many bugs did you close? How many levels, assets, systems, or events went live? Every single thing you've done in your career fits into one of these 4 buckets. Your job now is to go through your experience and pull the numbers out. 10 places to find your numbers. Grab your resume right now, or pull it up after this video, and audit every single bullet point against this list. Number 1, players affected. Do you know the DAU? The daily active users? Even if you worked on a small indie title stating, shipped a puzzle game to a community of 5,000 players, shows you understand audience scale. You're not just making things in a vacuum. And if you worked on a live service game, this number should absolutely be on your resume. Supported a live game with 100,000 daily active users. Immediately tells me the stakes you've operated at. Number 2, volume of work. Don't just say, created assets. Say, created over 200 environmental assets for the jungle biome across 3 milestone deliveries. Volume shows productivity. Number 3, duration. How long did you support the game post-launch? Did you stick around for 2 weeks of bug fixes, or did you grind through 12 seasons of live content? Duration proves stamina. It proves you can maintain code, maintain assets, maintain systems over time without everything falling apart. And that's huge for live service studios. Supported 8 seasonal content drops over 2 years? That tells me you're not a ship it and quit it developer. Number 4, platforms. Shipped on consoles is okay. Shipped simultaneously on PS5, Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch? That is way better. Now, I know you understand the distinct requirements for 3 completely different ecosystems. That's not trivial, that's expertise. Number 5, team size. Work with a team means nothing. Everyone works with a team. Collaborated daily with a cross-functional team of 15 engineers, 5 artists, and 2 producers? That tells me the scale of communication you're capable of handling. Working with 5 people is fundamentally different from working with 50. Now, let's speed through the rest. Number 6, builds and patches. How many builds did you support? How many patches shipped with your work in them? Contributed to 47 weekly builds across a 12-month development cycle? Shows consistency. Number 7, percentage improvements. Did you improve frame rate by 10%? Reduce crash times by 15%? Cut load times in half? Percentages are incredibly powerful because they show before and after impacts. Number 8, bugs and blockers. How many bugs did you file? How many did you resolve? How many ship blocking issues did you catch before they became disasters? Identified and resolved 200 plus bugs during alpha, including 12 blockers? That tells me you're thorough and you understand priority. Number 9, project lifecycle. Were you there from prototype to launch? Or did you parachute in for the final 3 months of crunch? Both are valid, but they are different experiences. Number 10, regional coverage. Did you just support North America? Or did you support North America, Europe, APAC, and Latin America? Regional coverage indicates localization awareness, time zone coordination, and global thinking. If you went through that list and found even 3 places where you're missing numbers on your resume, you just identified 3 opportunities to level up. The Artist Objection. Whenever I post this advice on LinkedIn, I get a flood of comments from artists. Chris, do I really have to list how many textures I made? That seems like bloat. Now, putting, I made 542 rocks on your resume might sound ridiculous. It might even feel like you're padding. So here's the pivot. Don't count output, count efficiency and use. Instead of made props, try created a modular prop kit used across 15 different levels, reducing environment art production time by 20%. See what happened there? You're not bragging about quantity. You're showing that your work had leverage. It got reused. It saved time. You're not just making pretty things. You're making pretty things that work within a production pipeline. Show that. The myth of money. And one more reframe before I let you go. The biggest mistake people make is thinking metrics mean money. They think, I'm not in sales. I'm not a producer. I don't have revenue numbers, so I can't quantify my impact. Unless you're a producer, a product manager, or in biz dev, Nobody expects you to say, I guaranteed $500,000 in revenue, because that's not your job. That was never your job. Numbers on a resume aren't about the bottom line. They're about context. 1. The scale you've operated at. Small indie team or 200-person AAA studio. 2. The complexity you've handled. 1 platform or 5. 1 region or global. 3. The kind of problems you're trusted to solve. Maintenance work or greenfield development. Bug fixes or system architecture. Design 15 levels for a live service shooter with 100,000 daily active users, averaging 4-week development cycles per level, tells me exactly who you are. I know your output velocity. I know the stakes. I know you've shipped under pressure to a real audience. And that's the difference between getting skipped and getting called. Guys, stop making us guess. Studios want to hire you, but you have to give them the context to do so. So here's your homework. Go through your resume today. Find 3 bullets that are just text and force a number into them. If you don't have the exact number, estimate conservatively. A reasonable estimate shows you think about scale, and no number shows you don't. If you went through this whole video and you're still stuck, drop a comment below with your role. Tell me what you do. I'll reply and try to help you brainstorm what you can quantify. Look, I know it's hard to make it to the end of these videos, and it really means a lot to me. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit like and subscribe. Heck, like and subscribe if you didn't like this video. You still made it to the end, so that's not nothing, right? I'll see you soon.